Hey guys, how's it going? This is Will. Welcome to this section of the Architect Journal. Today we're going to look at a backend technology, Node.js. We're going to study its behavior, its use case, and how it will help you develop your project. So what is Node.js? Node.js is an open source, cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that executes JavaScript code outside of a browser. Notice that the important message here is that Node.js is not a programming language. It is simply a JavaScript runtime that allows you to run JavaScript. A lot of people are confusing Node.js with JavaScript. They're not equivalent with each other. Node.js is written by C++. Here are some of the important information about Node.js. Unlike traditional JavaScript use case, which runs in a browser, Node.js is used for server-side scripting and creating a backend service. One of the major use cases of Node.js is to provide API, which stands for Application Programming Interface, to front-end services, such as web application, mobile application. It can even be communicating with some of the IoT devices, such as Amazon Echo. Being able to provide backend API to front-end services plays an important role to the overall architecture of the system. The idea of separating a large project into smaller microservices to reduce complexity for each individual service is becoming more and more popular. Having the skill set of able to develop in Node.js and think in the style of microservice will help you a lot in the job market, as well as developing your own product. Node.js is also very scalable. It uses asynchronous architecture. Node.js is excellent for building real-time application that is I/O intensive. For instance, gaming or real-time video chat. It is not good for CPU intensive applications that requires a lot of computation. For example, image processing or data analysis. It is very popular in the open source community. Many conventional frameworks and middlewares, such as Express.js, Passport.js, are developed specifically for Node.js. It also enables lightweight programming language style, which allows developers to write highly maintainable source code in timely manner. So we've briefly talked about that Node.js is using the asynchronous architecture. Let's take a closer look. For the synchronous server, when it processes requests, it processes them sequentially, meaning that upon finishing processing request 1, it will then move on to the next request. For the asynchronous server, when both requests coming in at the same time, it doesn't wait until the first request finishes. It immediately moves on to process the second request. After a certain period of time, it will respond back the response of both requests. The asynchronous approach is extremely efficient when there's a large volume of requests coming in, each having a small execution time. There are lots of successful companies out there who built their backend technology with Node.js. PayPal being one of them. PayPal actually built their account overview page using Node.js. One of their most trafficked apps on the website. They developed the application in both Java and Node.js to mitigate the risk of not able to deliver a successful product in the POC stage with Node.js. They discovered a significant amount of performance improvement, and they managed to double the requests per second for the Node.js server with less number of developers. So that's one of the famous success stories coming out of Node.js. So there you have it, Node.js, the up-and-coming backend technology. Hopefully you can use it to help you develop your project. My name is Will. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email.